Good morning, grade 6. Today we're going to talk about weight, the pull of gravity. We live on Earth, okay? It is difficult to get away from the Earth. If you jump upward, you fall back again. The Earth's gravity pulls you downward. If you try throwing things up, they fall back down. We don't float around, we walk around. This is because of gravity. The Earth's gravity causes a force that pulls any object downwards. This force is called weight. So what is weight? The weight is the pull of gravity. Like any other force, weight is measured in Newton. Gravity always pulls you towards the center of the Earth. It doesn't matter where you are on the surface. So we have the Earth here, and people all around it, they all get pulled to the center due to gravity. And you can see these arrows, remember the force diagrams? They're showing that the gravity is pulling them downwards. So when we draw a force arrow to represent an object's weight, the arrow points toward the center of Earth. See, this weight is pulling down. Our weight is caused by the pull of the Earth's gravity, and here we have the arrows to the direction of the center of the Earth. Okay? Falling through the floor. The Earth's gravity is pulling on us all the time. It pulls us downwards, but we don't fall through the floor. Why not? The floor pushes upward on us with a force. The force is called contact force. So these two opposites are equal and in opposite directions. So you can see it here. The girl is standing up. Her weight, or the gravity, the pull of the gravity, is pulling downwards, but the contact force from the surface is pushing up. Same here. The boy sitting on the chair, his weight is pulling downward, but the floor or the chair is pushing upward. Any object that you push or pushes back with a contact force. Usually the force is big enough to balance the pull of gravity. But if you stand on something that isn't very strong, its upward push may not be enough to support you. Now we're going to learn the difference between mass and weight. When you weigh yourself at home, the scale show the value in kilogram. You know these things you stand on, the balance, the scale that shows you how much you weigh. You might say, I weigh 50 kilograms. However, in science, we say that your mass is 50 kilograms. So now, when you stand on a scale and you see the number in kilograms, that's your mass, not your weight. The mass of an object is measured in kilograms. It tells you the amount of matter of object is made of. So, mass is the amount of matter the object is made of. The Earth's gravity pulls on each kilogram with a force about 10 Newton. We took this yesterday, remember? Here, I write it here. Weight equals mass multiplied by the gravity, which is 10. So the Earth's gravity pulls on each kilogram with a force of about 10 newtons. So if your mass is 50, your weight is 500 newtons. Now imagine going to the moon. The moon's gravity is weaker than the Earth's gravity, so you weigh a lot less up there. You can jump much higher on the moon, and you can still fall downwards because there is still gravity there. If you go far out into space, far from Earth, moon, or any other object, your weight is 0. Your mass stays the same. You are still made of 50 kilograms of matter. So what we're learning here is mass is constant. It's fixed. It does not change wherever you go. On Earth, on the moon, in outer space, it's the same. However, your weight is different because your weight is the pull of gravity of each planet. The moon is weak, has weaker gravity, so the pull is weaker. But here on Earth, the pull of gravity is stronger than the moon, so you weigh more. Okay? Now, here in this table, we have the mass and the weight, and we're going to learn the difference between them. A force caused by gravity is what? It's weight. And an amount of matter is what? It's the mass. What's the unit for the weight? It's Newton, or capital N. What's the amount for kilograms? For mass, it's kilograms. Or you can write kj. Okay? So now this is activity. You don't really need it, but what you need is this equation. You have to memorize it. These two equations. And your homework, I'm going to give you a few questions for them so you can answer them, okay? So mass is amount of matter in an object measured in kilogram, and weight is the force of gravity on an object measured in Newton. This is our lesson for today.